Hello and welcome. I'm Blair Blackwell, and this is the Daily Market Brief. Let's catch up on what's moving in markets today. Good morning. It's Tuesday, December 30th. London Open Prep. Here are the key themes shaping the open. Oil is holding a geopolitical risk premium, even as inventories rise. The dollar is steady as markets wait for Federal Reserve minutes, and precious metals are clawing back after a sharp sell-off. Crude is firmer, with West Texas Intermediate trading above 57 and extending gains on the lack of progress toward a Ukraine peace deal and broader geopolitical risks. Asia hours were dominated by headlines rather than data, including reports of Saudi strikes in southern Yemen amid tensions with the United Arab Emirates, renewed warnings to Iran but keep Middle East risks simmering, and fresh Chinese live-fire drills around Taiwan. Ordinarily bearish U.S. inventory data showed a modest crude build, but traders largely looked through it as geopolitics set the tone. Meanwhile, currencies are marking time into the Fed's December meeting minutes later today. The U.S. dollar index is hovering near 98, with euro-dollar holding above 1.1750 and dollar-yen near 156. The yen has a policy anchor, with the Bank of Japan signaling it could tighten further in 2026. While the Swiss franc is catching some safe haven support as dollar franc pulls back. In China, authorities set a higher daily fix for the yuan and have kept rates steady, with the focus shifting toward fiscal support. Across the Commonwealth space, sterling has a slight bid as the Bank of England guides policy on a gradual downward path. The Aussie is supported by expectations of further Reserve Bank of Australia hikes, and the Kiwi is modestly higher on expectations of U.S. rate cuts further out. On commodities, gold is rebounding after its biggest one-day drop since October, trading back above 4,350, on a mix of safe haven demand and bets on future Fed easing. Silver is also stabilizing after a sharp correction, with prices clawing back some ground in thin holiday trade. In India, local gold prices are higher as well, reflecting the global bounce. Turning to North America, dollar Canada is edging lower as firmer oil lends the loonie some support, while traders await the Fed minutes for direction. In South Asia, the rupee is a touch firmer with foreign investor flows helping sentiment, leaving dollar-rupee subdued. For markets and sectors, the setup is cautiously constructive for energy and precious metals, and mildly risk-supportive in currencies outside the dollar, though ranges remain tight. Safe haven dynamics are split, with gold and the franc bid, yet broader equity tone in Asia was mixed and liquidity thin. Looking ahead, the Fed's December minutes are the main event in the late New York session. Switzerland's KOF leading indicator is on deck, but otherwise it's a quiet calendar into year-end, with positioning and liquidity likely to drive intraday moves. What I'll be watching today: the Canadian dollar against the US dollar, looking for a gentle downtrend in dollar Canada if oil stays supported. Dollar franc, where safe haven interest could keep a soft bias in the pair. Dollar yen near 156, watching for any yen firming if policy expectations dominate. The Aussie versus the US dollar, leaning toward an uptrend on RBA expectations. And euro dollar to see if it can hold its range above 1.1750 into the Fed minutes. In metals, gold's rebound versus the dollar, with a bias to the upside if safe haven flows persist. The takeaway: markets are calm but sensitive, with geopolitics keeping a floor under energy and investors waiting on the Fed for the next macro cue. That's it for today's edition of the Daily Market Brief. Thanks for listening. I'm Blair Blackwell. This podcast is for informational purposes only and does not constitute financial advice, trading recommendations, or investment guidance.